Hello, it's GotAUkulele.com review day. It is soprano time again. This time it's another instrument from a brand I featured quite some years ago. That brand is called Barnes and Mullins, and this is their Barnes and Mullins Bowley Soprano, and that is as traditional as you like, as you can probably tell. Barnes and Mullins are a very old brand from London in the UK. Used to make banjos and a range of other instruments. These days they're more of a distributor, but they've got a few ukuleles in their lineup that keeps the Barnes and Mullins name alive, and it looks hellishly traditional, doesn't it? Double bout soprano, and despite the colour of it, this is actually made of all solid spruce, and it's been stained in what they call an antique finish into this brown. It's really dark here, it's paler in some other areas, and actually it's going to be hard to show it. Have a look at the photographs on the website. It's pretty scruffy. Now, people say who sell these, you know, if you don't like your instruments if you want your instruments to be impeccably finished, this is probably not the one for you. That antique rubbed finish can look a little bit pale and patchy, and I find it an odd finish. It's a satin finish because spruce is a very soft wood, and I think this is going to suddenly go pale very quickly with a bit of strumming. There we are, double bout. It's a single piece top by the look of it, single piece back, and I can't tell whether the side's a single piece because the stain down here is so dark. We've got a tie bar bridge in rosewood. That is so dry, it is pale as you like, and what looks like an ebony wooden saddle that's straight. Okay, no other decoration. Looking inside, the bracing is really delicate. The kerfing, unfortunately, is just unnotched, and as you can probably tell, is starting to split. Now that's not structural, it's just badly made, and there's quite a bit of glue and mess in there as well. There we are. Up to the neck, no idea how many pieces it is, but it's mahogany. It's spruce actually, the neck as well, which is an odd choice of wood, a soft wood for a neck. I can't tell how many pieces there are because of the staining. That's topped in an edge-bound rosewood fingerboard with this rather nice shaping at the end. It's quite rough though, and pale and dry, and it's got sort of scratches in it. It's got 12 nickel silver frets to the body, very traditional soprano. They have no sharp edges. We've got position dots at 5, 7 and 10, and they're also repeated on the side, but they're so pale there under the stain that you can hardly see them. Up past the nut, set up by the way high at the saddle on this one, needs taking down. The nut's okay, and we go up to quite an interesting shape. I mean, I really like the shape of that headstock. That is super traditional, like an old sort of banjo headstock. So why did they ruin it with these gears, open gear ears? I mean, look how ugly it looks. I mean, that's just such an odd choice. You make such a traditional looking instrument, and you put those horrible geared pegs sticking out the side. Friction pegs would look great on this, and there's screw holes in it. Oh, that's just really annoyed me. Finishing the deal, Ukulele brand strings, and it's about £125 in the UK. So some finishing issues, but it does look super traditional. It is as light as a feather because it's really thin wood. Spruce is light anyway. There's nothing to it. It's lovely and balanced. You really don't know you're holding it, and because of that, we've got a resonance. This has got a punch. Boom. Okay, I don't like the finish, I don't like the tuners, I love the sound. The sound of it is great. It's got a great soprano, punch, bark, brightness. It's nice picked. It's obviously a strummer's instrument. This is one you want to be wearing a three-piece suit and a pork pie hat. Bowley Soprano from Barnes and Mullins. I mean, it's got its issues in its looks, its finish. I think that finish is, I mean, I've just been playing it and I'm putting finger marks into it. Some people won't like that. I really don't like the headstock and the tuners. I do really like the sound. That punchy, soprano bark. Barnes and Mullins Bowley Soprano. I think it's worth a look. I quite like this one. See you next week. More instrument reviews coming soon.